We all know in our deepest, darkest hearts that our society is broken. We see the suffering, the injustice, the division. Maybe we speak up about it for a while, cry for justice and equality, but eventually we grow weary of shouting into the darkness alone. So we find ways of coping. At first, it's little acts of compliance. We stop reading the news. We say, well, sure, that's wrong, but I don't have the power to change it. We build houses, have children, and surround ourselves with whatever scraps of security we can conjure up. The problem is that even when we've convinced ourselves that we are safe and that the problems we see are someone else's to solve, deep down we know the truth. One storm could tear down our walls. One mistake can kill our children, and our illusions of security can be ripped away without any warning. You may not think it will happen to you, but I promise it will. There will come a day when you will reach your lowest point. You will feel helpless. You will feel afraid and alone. Do you want to know why? Because even when you were trying not to, you paid attention. You've seen those who have fallen before you, and you've seen how few of them have climbed back up. You're scared because you know the problems are bigger than you. Because when others were crying out for help, you turned away and chose comfort instead. I'm going to tell you something that you might not know. Something radical and secret that those in power don't want spread around. Here it is. You are not alone. When life strikes you down, look to the side. There are other people all around you, fighting the same battle. Those in power would make you believe that your allies are your enemies, that they want what you need to survive. Your salt, your land, your life. That could not be further from the truth. It is those at the top who keep it from you. They sit on mountains of salt and let you fight for the scraps. Because if you exhaust yourselves on survival, you won't have the energy to look up and realize who the real enemy is. They teach us to turn against our neighbors, to give up our children, to accept their control as mercy. I am here to tell you that there is another way. It doesn't have to be like this. Their power relies on your fear, your compliance, your indifference. It relies on you, which means you have the power to shatter it. You may feel weak and beaten down, overwhelmed by the strength of those holding you down, but I promise you this. Together, we are stronger than you or they could possibly imagine. Don't play by their rules. They want us at each other's throats, so hold out a hand instead. This pain you're feeling, this fear, it is your greatest asset. It is your will to live screaming at you to get up, to fight for your life and for the people you love. They think they've won, but in the very act of oppression lies the key for liberation. You have all the weapons you need. You have compassion. You have tenacity. You have each other. You fought to survive your whole life long, and that has made you strong. So get up. push back against them in any and every way you can. It may seem impossible, like banging your fists against stone, but you are not alone. We are, each and every one of us, in this together. When we rise up, when we finally raise our voices as one and renounce the notion that we need them to survive, we will become the storm that tears even their gilded palaces down.